He said, who? Tyreek Hill brings more than just a vertical threat to Miami. He's actually one of the league's best receivers at moving the chains on third down, something Jalen Waddle also excelled at last season. In fact, they both ranked top 6 in the league on first down receptions on third down last season. That's also a strength of Tua Tagovailoa, who ranked 5th in the league in first down percentage on third down passes last season. So when you think about this, Lewis, and it's real easy and fun right now to get all excited, right, about what this roster looks like on paper. It looks dynamic, and you heard Cheetah talking about how accurate Tua is, but is there reason for concern offensively in Miami?
Yeah, Laura, there's a lot of unknown, right? I mean, there's a lot of things that have to fall into place for this transaction to be something that really bears fruit and gives you the return on investment that you want. And for Tua Tagovailoa to be that guy that people say, well, yeah, he is the long-term answer. Look, and it starts with head coach Mike McDaniel. This is a guy who's a first-time head coach who's in charge of now piecing all this together. He has a revamped left side of the offensive line. We have to see whether or not that really bears fruit in terms of being able to offer Tua better protection than what it did a year ago, because a year ago, it was a big-time problem. That's why Tua's completion percentage was so high. Why? He got the ball out of his hand fast. Why? Because if he held it too long, he was going to get pummeled. So now it's, okay, is the protection piece of it solidified now? Is Tua then going to be able to push the ball down the field with accuracy the same way Patrick pushed the ball down the field with accuracy to Tyreek Hill in particular? Tua is not the same off-schedule thrower that Patrick Mahomes was, so are those dynamic plus 20, plus 30, plus 40-yard plays going to come in droves like it was for Tyreek in Kansas City? And then we'll see whether or not this wide receiver core can really catch and run the same way that San Francisco's receiver could catch and run, which is where Mike McDaniel comes from. There's a lot of questions here. It'll be interesting to see how he puts it all together and how it shapes on the field.
Well, you know, like a lot of teams that have acquired a lot of offensive talent this offseason, the Dolphins are going to have to go out and get it done first to make many a believer. But you might as well call this Miami Dolphins offense the Legion of Zoom, because they got speed everywhere you look. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Raheem Mostert, these guys are the fastest football players on the football field, and they're also really good football players. It is clear that Mike McDaniel is adopting that Sean McVay type of approach to building a roster. It's not just about having elite scheme. It's also about the Jimmies and the Joes, right? Not just the X's and the O's. So when you talk about Tua and his ability to push the ball down the field, when you're playing behind the 32nd ranked pass block win rate offensive line, you got to get the ball out of your hands. But when he was coming out, everyone fell in love with him because he was pushing the ball down the field. He completed 54.4% of his passes 25 yards down the field when he was at Alabama. So Tua is poised to have one of his best seasons ever, and I'm excited for the people down in Miami.
Yeah, along those lines, Tua led the league in completion percentage on passes thrown 25 yards downfield last season, but he also had the second fewest attempts of any qualifying QB. I bet he'll make more attempts now he's got Tyreek Hill.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.